And I do want to give a little bit of a shout out to Without Boost here. This is a European tournament. Without Boost obviously are also they're mostly Russian, and I do want to say, and let's get a shout out in chat as well for every single player on the side of Without Boost, because it is currently 6 a.m. where they are. That is huge. The fact that they are still playing to a very, very high standard is incredibly impressive. So let's get some hearts in chat for Without Boost for sticking with the Method Mayhem Battleground Invitational and putting on some fantastic games here between themselves and Need HOTA Talk Me. So once again, please show your appreciation for Without Boost in the chat. They are an incredible team. We're currently waiting to see if we can get Licro back. I'm not sure if he's around. Licro, are you with us? He's actually dropped out entirely, so we're going to see if we can get him back. Waiting to see if we can hear them. But here we go into Temple of Count Mogu. This is going to be it. This is potentially the final game of the grand finals. Need HOTA Talk Me 2-0 up over Without Boost, and this has got to be the one for Without Boost. They have to take this game, because if they don't take this game here, then once again, as mentioned, Need HOTA Talk Me do take the grand final 3-0. Licro, are you with us?
Hello?
I don't think he is with us. That didn't sound very positive, so we'll see if we can get him back. But yes, Eddie, what are you hoping to see from both of these teams here?
I hope to see some great teamwork first of all, because this is a team map. Honestly, I expect maybe Without Boost trying to throw a curveball. Maybe we see the picking ops early and start the mid game out directly and just start to kite it out. But if we are to be logical here, judging from the comms, we're going to see both teams jump into middle and take a big brawl. Yeah, we see here Demidar jumping in, DJ ABC jump. This is the brawl. This is what we like to see. This is traditional Kogmogo. 10 man in the middle, cooldowns flying left and right, and I think this is your time to shine, Kicks.
Oh, this is what you want to see between both of these teams. You want to see them in the middle just trading blows. Without Boost are almost saying, if we're going down, we're going to take at least half of you with us. And that is what they want to do. We can see Razzie taking so much pressure in from Without Boost here. Need HOTA Talk Me also putting the pressure onto the opposition healers. We're taking a look. Actually, there's been no major cooldowns used on either side. We've still got the pain suppression for both of the Disc Priests, which is a huge cooldown. But take a look. We can see these health bars in dotting out. And actually, Without Boost have actually seemed to be taking currently the better of these fights. We're actually seeing Demidar drop down, Oxy dropping down, Razzie dropping down, Kazette dropping super low as well. Oh my god, look at Arms Warrior. The Arms Warrior has completely run out of cooldowns, but Shadow Death is now under a lot of pressure. Shadow Death potentially could be the first kill in this team fight. I don't know whether he's going to go down. He does go down, so once again, this does change the pressure. Licro, are you with us?
I think I am. I had to get on the line to the boss man over here, and I am back. And I've just seen Shadow Death go down, but I've also just seen Kazette go down, and I am seeing absolute massive cleave going out onto Need HOTA Talk Me. They are taking it from the side. They are not enjoying it right now, but they're sort of stabilising. You've got Revival. Both of the Mistweavers have popped their Revivals, Eddie. So now they're going to stabilise. The Boomkies are going to reapply their dots. The Warlocks are going to reapply their dots, and then they'll start rolling from there. Once the damage starts rolling in again.
Yeah, but honestly, right now we are moving into a little stalemate. We see no incarnations left on the Druid. The red has a little burst yet. That just ran out as well, and now without burst, I mean, how can you get any kills? I mean, of course, it comes down to some great setups, but honestly, I feel like now this is just turning into a mech.
Kazette goes down straight away. He comes back into the fight and he's straight back down. Ace is running low on mana. Alune around 45%. Blasovic coming up to about 30. It's looking in better mana for
Fashion ABC.
Yeah, they are very low. It's looking like the mana game is working in favour of Need HOTA Talk Me. Raz is dropping a little bit low. He's a Boomkin, so he's immortal. It doesn't matter what he does. Blasovic also taking the damage. You know, Hapik running out. They both run for the Berserk. Great play from Hapik. DJ Piz is dead now. And, you know, maybe they're starting to look like, oh, maybe we should get out a mid.
Yeah, Shadow Death is starting to slowly but surely rot down. DJ did drop. I mean, look at the mana on the side of Without Boost. They are almost every single one running on fumes, but it's not looking great on the side of Need HOTA Talk Me. The only one, Ellum, is currently with Matter, but take a look. The health bars are dropping super low on the side of Without Boost, and every single player that dies, it's pressure that is not available for Need HOTA Talk Me. They do end up taking it. They take a multitude of kills. Troy's going down. We're seeing, obviously, the Rep Pally going down. We're seeing Fashion has dropped down as well. We're seeing ABC has died. I believe ABC has come back or either had a drink. They're back at full mana. Hoyoka looking super low as well. And now Need HOTA Talk Me have taken control of 3 of the orbs. And this is a commanding position right now, Eddie.
Yeah, and if Demidar can catch us onto ABC as well, they can maybe spell lights out for Without Boost. They got split wrist here. ABC was the lone survivor with mana. However, he got to make it out though. But this again, we see here the warrior from Lip. He jumps in from Without Boost, but he just gets destroyed. Like these 3 orbs, they simply have too much damage, and honestly, it looks rough Without Boost. Kex, I don't know about you, but which team would you rather be?
I mean, Need HOTA Talk Me are looking in such a commanding position, but I've got to say that brawl that we saw at the all-out brawl between both of those teams there looked so good for Without Boost. They actually took the lead for a short period of time, but now they are just getting chased down by Need HOTA Talk Me. In no way, shape or form can they start moving on. Razzie has eventually dropped down with one of the orbs, so that takes away one of the scoring potentials away from Need HOTA, but again, you take a look, we also see Boom Chin going down as well, so they're slowly but surely getting these kills, but they are just constantly on the back foot here from Without Boost. They are constantly getting chased down. ABC has no more cooldowns left. Ace has just used the pain suppression. Blesovich also looking a little bit low. They're trying to keep Wizik alive as much as possible, and that is a really nice target to have an orb on, because the amount of drop damage they can bring out is really painful for the rest of the team. And not only that, it's going to be really, I mean, it just gets deleted by the warrior. The warrior just absolutely deletes the warlock, because once again, when you have these orbs, not only are you dealing more damage, but you're also going to take more damage. And Need HOTA Talk Me immediately moving back onto one of these orbs. Oxy is being able to kite around. They've picked up a second one on the side of Boomchin. Boomchin immediately under pressure and almost dropping down straight away. And once again, DJ doing a great job. Hayoka also running really low here. We've seen a couple of orb pickups for Without Boost, but Need HOTA Talk Me once again are in such a commanding position here.
They absolutely are. They really are. Even though Alun is down, they're still in possession of the 2 orbs. They've still got most of their DPS. Alun's even come up right now, while Without Boost has still got 2 members dead. This is really looking a bad position, and I'm still trying to wonder why they chose this map, because I definitely thought a flag map would have been their strong suit to go up against these guys. But you know they're going to come in, and Need HOTA have about just over a 200-point lead already, only after 5 minutes.
I mean, I don't know whether you would agree with this, Eddie, but I feel as though the reason why they chose Temple is because if there is any map that can really snowball, it is Temple. And we've seen just how successful Without Boost have been in some of these team fights against Need HOTA Talk Me, so maybe they thought that was their best opportunity to potentially get a really nice ball rolling with team kills at the start in the team fight and then work their way from there, but it seems to have backfired on them slightly.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head there, Kex. It is a momentum-based map, and they even got kills on Cassette twice in the opener, right? So I see their idea, and especially if they could have converted the team fights into a few orb picks, into a regroup, and then you wipe the rest, then the enemy team would be put on a split rest. It's getting late for me, and if that happens, then it usually spells lights out, But honestly, like, it's not completely gone here. We see 2 orbs from Need HOTA Talk Me. Again, the Boomies have priority picks here. Boomchin and Razzie, and also Warwicks here, or Willix, the Warlock here we see. And these 3 orbs here, he's taking damage. But again, if Without Boost wants to make a comeback, they need orbs as well.
Yeah, the problem is that you've got this triple Boomkin on the side of Need HOTA Talk Me, and I think you hit the nail on the head, Lickbro. These Boomkins almost seem immortal, and it's even more dangerous when they've got these orbs. Yes, they're going to be taking more damage, but the damage they can put out on you is absolutely filthy.
Yeah, it's absolutely unbelievable. Oxy, Raz and Boomchin, another thing that's adding to their immortality. They're generally in the very good position. They know exactly where to stand. They're always in line of people being able to get for their healers to be able to get onto them. You can just see Ox is taking major damage even when Blasevic and the Loon is just coming into the frame, but he can't stand against the Convoke of an orb from Troy's. Demidar trying to connect onto it. Demidar will fall also. This is a perfect time for a comeback. Many DPS are dead. They could snowball here. This could be the exact snowball. This could be the exact snowball. If they get a Loon. If they get a Loon here, they completely dismember the team. Their blind's gone out onto Ace. I expect to see the clone onto him also, the half clone, and that's it. They need to catch Ace. And Eddie, this could be a time of a complete redemption. They just need that third orb.
This definitely could be it. They have 2 orbs. I would like to have seen them have 3 orbs at least. Very great play from Boomtinjo. Great awareness, kiting out. He knows his team is on their back foot, so he has to get out there with an orb to make sure the enemy doesn't get bonus points. But to return back to the positive with our boost here, with those 4 kills they got, they have momentum, and honestly, they need to pressure more, but the regroup is coming in again now from Need HOTA Talk Me. They didn't convert the chances they had, and ABC is drier than my washing machine, and honestly, it looks rough.
Well, you may need to check your washing machine if it is dry, because that's the exact opposite of what it needs to be. But, I mean, we take a look, obviously, without boost, and I mean, they had there was a fantastic couple of kills from them. They took Need HOTA Talk Me. They almost took half the team down. But one thing that we've kind of seen is the patience of Need HOTA Talk Me, and at no point did they look as though they were panicking. They basically said, right, okay, we've lost a couple of members. Let's regroup. Let's see what we can do. If we can survive through this, then we can kind of stabilize slightly, and that's exactly what happened. And now we see them with all 4 orbs on their side, 3 of them on the Boomkins, 1 of them on Daki on that Arms Warrior, and this is a really, really disgusting setup for Need HOTA Talk Me, because if they can open up on a couple of these Boomkins, it is just going to destroy without boost.
Yeah, absolutely. They're really on a roll. They've got the position, they've got the orbs now, and they've got a big lead. And without boost is in dire straits right now, and they've got 2 healers down. And I tell you, it's not looking good for Without Boost right now. They really need to gather themselves, and they really need to make it an absolutely miraculous comeback for any chance of winning this series. It's not over just yet. The point deficit is not too much again. Boomchin goes down, but Daki comes in, just a straight up clean up on DJ, and that is what Daki does best. This guy is one of the greats of RBG, and this lead is just getting extended more and more and more. And I'm starting to be a little bit worried about Without Boost in this one, Eddie.
Yeah, me too. I mean, they have 1 orb here on Hapik trying to kite out to his racing team members, but if we look at the other side of the map, the rest of his team, primarily healers, are getting caught by Need HOTA Talk Me and Razzie here as well. They're trying to kill ABC, it feels like, but he will survive, but never mind. I spoke too soon, and Daki as well falling as well, and I mean, even though they get the kills, it's just a little too far behind, I feel like.
Exactly, and I think you've hit the nail on the head. I think the most important thing as well is, and one thing that has, kind of been very, very apparent going across a couple of these matches is we're seeing teams get a couple of kills against Need HOTA Talk Me. I mean, Oxy dropping here, they've got Razzie, they were able to get Kazette as well. Eluma's dropped down, which is all well and good. It's great to see, but there's nothing that actually converts that into A, pressure, and B, points on the board where it really matters. Whenever Need HOTA Talk Me get a couple of kills, it's not just a kill to look good on the scoreboard at the end. They've actually made something of it. They've actually turned that into pressure on the team, whether it be against an objective or whether it be points on the board, and they're doing that almost perfectly here on Temple of Kotmogu.
Yeah, they really are. They're converting these kills just exactly so. They're converting them into the opportunities for their team. They're picking up 1 or 2 kills, and then they make sure they push on to say, for instance, Troy's and Hoka with the orbs, and they pick up another 2. But this game is still, it's not over. Without Boost still has 3 orbs. Don't think call this game. Anything could happen right here, Kexman.
Yeah, they absolutely could. I mean, take a look at the score. It's not outside of the realm of possibility. All of a sudden, if you see Without Boost getting a couple of kills and getting a couple of orbs with those kills, then it's going to turn very quickly. But we do see now Need Hostility get back onto the 3 orbs. We've got one on Daxi, one on Boomchin, one on Razzie. Those are classes that you want these orbs on because they do have a little bit of survivability, and the damage they can pull out is disgusting as well. Razzie taking a lot of pressure here from Without Boost, but Without Boost need to be careful because if they step forward too much, but Shadow Death, a great grip in, Razzie does drop down, but we're still seeing Boomchin and Daki with those orbs, so they need to be really, really careful. There's a great spear coming in from Daki, helping out Boomchin. He's still under a lot of pressure. I think he's going to be able to avoid this one, and there we go. We do see Daki and Boomchin going down, so that's all of the orbs, with the exception of one. Oxy has picked another one up, currently in his hand, but we do see Havoc going over here, picking up another one, and it's not exactly, once again, this is not a rout. This is not something where it is impossible for Without Boost to come back in, but as time goes on, it's getting increasingly more difficult, Eddie.
Yeah, it definitely is, and with those 3 kills they just got, I would have liked to see them regroup here on orange. They have all their healers here, they have a few enemies left, and if they got the kills here, you can see here, looking at Elune, he was solely healing in the area, and honestly, like, getting a healer is really, really important. And but then again, Oxy and the Warlock here from Need HOTA Talk Me picking orbs on cooldown. They know that we have a lead, and if we can just hold 2 orbs, then this game is in the bag. And honestly, it's textbook gameplay from them. And what else could you expect from the undefeated tournament favorite?
Yeah. They've done an incredible job, and I think once Need HOTA Talk Me are ahead, it's just they've looked so solid in being able to just say, we know we're ahead, we're just going to sit back, you're going to have to come after us. And that's when you start to see overextends, that's when you start to see mistakes made, and Need HOTA Talk Me just immediately take advantage of that.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, every time with their boost, seems like they're going to be slightly getting back into the game. Need HOTA Talk Me just come back. They kill all their team again, and they start to draw away again. Look at DJ, he's down again. And you know, I think the positioning from with their boost healers could be in a lot of a better position. But you know, it's not like with their boost have been stomped at all. These have all been very close games. They've all been very good games, and it just shows the skill level that everyone is playing at tonight.
Yeah, it
looks quite good. Look, yeah. Blazovic is dead. Blazovic, yeah, they have the chance. Boomteam is coming in though. If Boomteam gets a few kills here, it will spell trouble for Without Boost. But the kill of Blazovic is really major. Without Boost are grouping together. If Cassette can connect Boomteam here, that's one less orb on the map, and they have to look at the whole squad running behind and the screen. There, Oxy's kind of running out to his spawning healers, but they have the chance here. They just need to connect. But again, how do you connect a pair that's running in a cat form?
Beautifully identified there, obviously on the side of Need HOTA Talk Me. As soon as Blazovic went down, it was immediately, right, let's step back, let's just keep moving, let's kite them as hard as we possibly can, use all the cooldowns that we can to survive, and it's gone perfectly for them. Oxy does drop, so they are down to 1 orb here, and again, if you actually take a look at the score, it's slowly but surely starting to actually go in the favor of Without Boost. They're starting to slowly but surely actually decrease the gap between them, but it's probably a little too late. And now we see Need HOTA Talk Me, they've got 3. They did have 3 orbs, sorry. I believe Oxy has gone down. We do see Havoc with an orb as well, and something drastic needs to happen now. Taking a look, this is the real end game. If they need to start getting some serious kills, but we also see, unfortunately, the Arms Warrior on the side of Without Boost went down. He came back up very quickly, but once again, great defense from Need HOTA Talk Me on this. They've identified exactly when they needed to step away, exactly when they needed to step forward, and it's worked out perfectly for them here on Temple.
Yeah.
And you can see Need HOTA have picked up the 3rd orb as well with their boost 1. They're at the 1400 point mark, less than 100 points now, 1412, and that's ticking fast. Big pressure coming in onto Raz. I don't know if he's going to be able to survive this. It looks like the smoke bomb comes down, that's surely going to secure the kill, but no. Blazovic pops the blessing of sacrifice,
got all 4
keeps
orbs.
him up, and they've got 3 orbs, surely to be the 4th. That's going to be the nail in the coffin. That's game, set, and match. And do you want to announce it or me, Kexman?
I mean, if you want to take it, you are more than welcome to take it.
And there we have it, gamers. There we have it. Our new European best team in Europe for RBG goes to Need HOTA Talk Me. An absolute domination of display of skill. Absolute kings. What a game, what a series, what a tournament, Kex, man. Not to take a spotlight, but that was insane, wasn't it?
That was absolutely incredible. I'm glad that we could have the underfaker here with that fantastic cat giving us the final comment here for Need HOTA Talk Me versus Without Boost. An incredible performance. Need HOTA Talk Me taking it 3-0 in the grand final of the Method Mayhem Battleground Invitational. Not only did they take it 3-0, but they also took it with 100% record. They didn't drop a map during the entire tournament. However, we do have to give a massive shout out to Without Boost. An incredible performance from them, finishing second in this tournament. They played some brilliant games throughout the weekend, but unfortunately Need HOTA Talk Me just had slightly too much for them. Eddie, how did that series shake out for you?
I mean, honestly, I think that the score is telling a wrong story. It looks like a stomp on paper, but in reality, like, take a look at the Silver Shard Mines. It was 100 points difference. Here we had a 200 points difference. I mean, honestly, it was a great performance by Without Boost. I had hoped they had maybe taken a game or two, but I mean, when you are facing against the the highest mountain we have in the scene, then it's understandable you can't climb it.
Yeah, exactly. And I do want to make a quick announcement as well. The giveaway for the Razer Enki chair has now closed. So the giveaway for the Razer Enki chair has now closed. However, we will be announcing the winner here shortly on the stream. And we are also going to have an interview with some of the folks from Need HOTA Talk Me. Once again, a phenomenal performance from there. And the win interview is on the way in. So hopefully we can get that through shortly. But let's get some hearts. Let's get some hearts in chat for Without Boost. An incredible performance from them. They did such a solid performance across this entire tournament. So hearts in chat for those folks. It's past 6 a.m. where they are. Licro, I mean, Without Boost, I think, kind of won everybody's hearts over during this entire tournament.
Absolutely. With their boost, they showed they were a little bit of an underdog. They came through, they prevailed, no one expected to, and now we have the true order of the entire European RBG scene. It's just been a fantastic tournament. Well done to With Their Boost. The scoreboard, the 3-0 doesn't do it justice. They have absolutely shown their skill, the close games. You can't get better than that. And I take my hat off again. Like, well done to them. Like,
I mean, you've got to say as well, Eddie, taking a look at what we had from, those teams, that first initial sort of like a minute or so, 60 seconds, 90 seconds in Temple, actually, Without Boost, were taking the lead there.
They definitely were, especially with the kill on the Rogue, and the kill, they got it after the usage of the cooldowns from the enemy DPS, so they had chances to stabilize, but I mean, they fell short, and I mean, I'm glad that you remember to thank him Without Boost. As you says, it's 6 a.m. where they are, and not only to thank them, I would also like to thank Lynn Krohn in our production and Bookmart as well, the behind the scenes guys, and you, the viewer, as well for tuning in to this amazing show.
Damn right.
Yeah. It has been incredible, but I believe we do currently have a couple of the players from Need HOTA Talk Me coming in, so you love to see it. First of all, thank you for joining us here after the fantastic tournament that you folks had, and congratulations on taking the W here in an 100% record across the entire tournament. How does it feel, Killy?
Feels good, but obviously I did get carried by a lot of my team. Amazing players. Yep, as you would know, some from E-Heroes. There's some people like Lurtek, Stacky, Oxy, phenomenal players. Could not do it without them, obviously. But yeah, feels good.
Licro, Eddie, you two know these players probably a lot better than me, so I'd love to hear what questions you two have for both. Well, for all of the players that have joined us here. Need HOTA talk me if you folks want to potentially introduce yourself and let us know what you are playing over this weekend here at the Method Mayhem Battleground Invitational.
I mean, I have a question to start out at least, and maybe we can run down one by one. We have Kili here, just for the viewers you can't see. We have Kili in the chat here. We have Raz, the rogue / feral. We have Willix as well. Willix was the warlock we saw as well, and also and Ace as well, the priest. I have a question for Kili here as well, or maybe if one of the others want to answer it. Who did you personally feel was your MVP of your team? Who was the voice that led you guys to victory?
I would say Lurtex.
Lurtex, yeah.
Personally, Lurtex. He's probably one of the best players I've ever played with, and he's probably one of the calmest people you can play with. Even if you're under pressure, losing, he is very calm, and he tries his best to lead the team to victory.
Yeah. Liko, you have anything on your mind?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, obviously, this one goes out to my good friend Raz. Raz, I got a question for you. I know that you, Kili, and Ace have been working on this tournament for a long time now. How does it feel to win the tournament that you've been in production of? I can only imagine it feels absolutely gang, right?
I mean, yeah, I feel like it's very awesome, but I feel like a lot of people had expected us to win, but personally, I think it could have gone anyway. I mean, there were an extreme amount of good teams in this tournament. I had no idea who was going to win when the day started, but it feels amazing to win, for sure.
That's absolutely fantastic.
And as a follow-up, I have one for Willix as well. Willix, you had been playing Warlock throughout this tournament, and you have been performing quite well, especially when we take a look at your defensive play, always porting out 1 to 3 enemies. So for you, indeed, what do you feel like was the key factor for your victories? Because it felt like that Kili was never really in any trouble.
I think to begin with, we have the best possible comp you can have for defense. You can't really walk past a Deacon and a Warrior, and once they're past, I can rip them down. And on top of that, I have a big Death Bolt that can send people home. Kinda did it a few times.
Yeah, and you know what? You've done Sweden proud tonight, Willix. You've done Denmark proud tonight, Raz. You've done England proud tonight, Kili, and Ace. I'm not quite sure where you're from, but you've definitely done them proud as well.
Sweden, bro.
Svenska broa. Okay, I hear you.
I mean, maybe we can throw something at Ace as well. We could just ask Ace, from your point of perspective, the healers here. We saw both you and Bubble performing really well, but who did you feel, if you should name maybe one from the enemy team without boost, who did you feel like performed over expectations?
Well, I would say that everyone from the without boost team is definitely really, really good. Some of the players are not as used to playing RBGs as some others, but I for sure have to give a big shout out to Hapik, the Russian druid, because he's just he's so crazy at playing the game and playing his class, and he FCs and he does everything. And definitely would say that he's the guy, he's the leader as well, that is making the team so strong.
Yeah, I've got to say one thing. One question that I do have for yourself, Kili. That first map that you played in the grand final, Silver Shard Mines, going up against without boost, really did come down to the wire. I mean, obviously with the 100% record that you folks had during the tournament, how nervous were you going into those final couple of minutes on that, knowing A, just how good without boost were on Silver Shard Mines, and B, just how close that game was?
It was. We went into Silver Shard sort of 50-50 because we know that what tactic they would.